It says I'm live. Hello, everyone, or anyone. It's 6 p.m. I'm here. If it's coming through, I don't know if people can hear me. Is this happening? Yes, Tyler, it is happening. I'm here. Give me a hello if you can hear me, if you can see me, if you can tell what's going on. Hello. Hi, Tez. Random viewer, it's happening now. Hello, Jonas. Hello. I love the hype, even thanks, Tez, for that's like the technician reassurance. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've got this is like the first proper outing for my new mic that I got for Christmas. It feels very ASMR-y. I feel very like I should be like doing little kind of things. Anyway, I'm not going to make this into an ASMR stream. Hi, Sophia. Evening, Tackleberry. This is so surreal. I've literally been so unproductive all afternoon because I've just been like, I want to get on the stream. And yeah, I feel like it's been mainly excitement, but a little bit of nervousness. So thank you everyone for coming. Yeah, and it does sound good, the mic. I feel like someone before said it sounds good. Yeah, I feel like it's just such an upgrade. I've literally been filming with an iPhone and recording with like a really simple lapel mic for ages. So it's really nice to have a legit thing. And I filmed a TikTok video with it and it was crisp as anything. So it's really quite delightful. Luke, how's my day? Oh, I've got an audience in Dubai from Talat. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Hi, Ross. Hello. Luke, how's my day been? My day's been good. Yeah, my morning was really, really productive. I finished my research for my next video that I'm doing, which is all about long COVID. So it should be quite an interesting one. Oh, hey, Corporis. I don't know, is your real name out and about? I won't call you by it. But just in case. I feel like people know your real name. Anyway, streaming Soph, yeah, Soph stream. Yeah, my day's been really good, Luke. Thanks for asking. How's your day been? Like I say, I had a very, very productive morning and then my afternoon. I at lunchtime watched a YouTube video and then everyone knows that's like I just got really, really distracted, partly because I was like, very excited for this. So yes, hello from the Netherlands. Yes, oh my gosh, wow, this is so surreal. That's so weird, isn't it? Wow. You're in college. Wait, oh my gosh, we've got someone who knows me from my teaching days. That's surreal. To have notes or not to have notes. I actually have notes. I wrote some very brief notes. This is actually I also tutor. So one half of this page is all about surds, and then the other half of my page is things to lean on if I forget what to say or if I don't have anything to say. But I am absolutely in awe from how many people are messaging. This is so nice. Justin, hello, you made it. Great to see you. Tom, hello from Glasgow. Love Glasgow. Great place. I've only been once, but I'm a very, very big fan. I did consider moving there for a while actually, because I just bloody love Scotland and I really like Glasgow. So yeah, another Netherlands viewer. Wow. Thanks, Skid. I'm glad you like my notes. Hi, Rob. Wow. Okay, so many people, lots of Netherlands people. That's very interesting. Excellent. From Canada, Glasgow. Wow, it's actually really cool to think of everyone sitting. Minnesota. Hi, Adam. Great to see you. The only nice person, Tom Scott's video, lol. Everyone was nice. I remember filming that. If people don't know, it's this Tom Scott game show he did call Money. And I was actually recruited into that really, really last minute, like literally the night before. So I didn't know what to expect for this game show that I was doing with Tom. And I was most of the time, I was mainly just overwhelmed. And I was very aware of how smart everyone was around the circle. So I was like, well, I just don't want to come across really stupid. And then it's kind of a spoiler, but basically I get really screwed over in this game. And I just the whole time was like, everyone's gonna think I'm so stupid, like getting screwed over. Yeah, so thank you for saying I was the only nice one because it's worth me feeling like I came across like a fool. We've got a Portuguese flag, is that right? From Xavier, I believe. Very cool. Mississippi. Yeah, I'd love to come up to Scotland more. I'm up in Edinburgh like every summer pretty much for the Fringe, but I feel like all Scots avoid the Edinburgh Fringe. And I don't blame them because it's absolutely manic there. Oh my gosh, we've got 42 people on the stream. This is blowing my mind. I really thought it was gonna be me and like my mum, even though she won't even be in the stream, but yeah. Sephora, I remember you were a classroom assistant most of the year. You were so nice. Thank you. Um, Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, I'm glad you remember me for being nice. I really miss those days actually. Yeah, to people who don't know, I worked at when I first finished uni, I worked at a school for a couple of years as like a classroom assistant and a science technician. And honestly, it was just so great. I often think about going back. Um, I make up science approachable. Thank you. Hi from Germany. Hello. Israel. Hello. Um, you know me. Wow. Renzi at Zima knows me from Mike Boyd's channel. Sorry, that's a throwback. I won't do the whistle now because the microphone, but it's coming a lot of use, that taxi whistle. People don't know. I learned a taxi whistle on Mike Boyd's channel. And yeah, I feel like sometimes it takes a bit of warming up for me to be able to do it again, but it's very useful at like football games. I haven't actually used it to call a taxi. That's on the bucket list. But yeah. Um well, up here in my voice going thanks, Tez. And oh, Anna, Spud is there. Send Spud my love. So Spud is a dog, for anyone wondering, and Spud is a legend. Hey, oh my gosh. Hey, neurotransmissions team. I don't know if it's Ali or Mika, but hey, great. Oh, thank you for coming. It feels so legit when I've got people in the stream chat with a little tick in their name. Knowing Better's Island video, that's another throwback. I really have been around the houses, haven't I? I think there was someone else as well who said that they knew me from Tom Scott. But yeah, that's really, yeah, I feel like I've done a lot of random bits and bobs, haven't I? The whistle video is trying, yeah, keep trying with the whistling, honestly. You will get there because I mean, when again, the comments on Mike Boy's video, because in his video I learned to taxi whistle in like half an hour. It takes me half an hour, and loads of people in the comments like, why did it take a half an hour? Surely it only took me like 2 minutes. But it's if you just keep practicing, you will get there. I have a job where, in fact, Tez, if it's a Tez, I think it is, Tez will know this. I have a job where there's the Royal Institution, who are this big science institution in the UK. They do the Christmas lectures, which is like this every year they do lectures at Christmas, and like there's a really established scientist in the field who comes along and does a lecture. And basically my job at the Christmas lectures is to like warm the audience up because it's a TV show. So I have to warm the audience up, teach them how to clap, stuff like that. And to get their attention, sometimes I do the taxi whistle. And oh my God, never do a taxi whistle in a room full of kids who at some point will need to be quiet, because the whole rest of the time I just kept hearing this whistle noise, and I was like, oh my gosh, this was foolish of me to try and teach these kids how to taxi whistle. The origami decoration, yes, it is. My partner's mum made those. They're like little birds. They're very sweet, and we've got them dotted around the flat. So thank you for noticing. And this is the other bit of decoration that I've kind of allowed you to see. It's just like it's like a simplified version of a painting. Again, this was my partner's choice, but I really like it. So yeah. Yeah, I know, teach them how to clap, Tom. That's basically, the job in the Christmas lectures. Not teaching them how to clap, but because it's a TV show that's edited together, they've got to like clap really kind of to cover gaps and clap for a very long time. So it's more like clapping and being like, keep clapping, don't stop kind of thing. Yeah, you know what? In my London flat, I've been freezing all day because it's single glazing. And to the point where we've put bubble wrap on the windows, and the excitement of this stream is making me so warm that I'm gonna have to take my scarf off. So thanks everyone, you're saving me gas bills. Oh my gosh, there's so much to catch up on. Do I still walk with purpose? Yes, I stomp. That is how I move about life. I left when you were in year 7. You're in year 12. Oh my gosh, yeah, I was at that school 5 years ago. That is absolutely wild. Thanks, Tez, for saying I'm an incredible compare. Love the lectures of the Royal Institution. Thanks, Bart. Flores Railways. You actually got a video recommended. Right. This is very interesting because I feel like most people who find my channel, I don't know how they find it. I assume it's through like Mike or Tom or Knowing Better. So to see that someone actually saw my channel through a recommendation, that is really, really nice. I mean, I guess, of course, some of my subscribers must come through YouTube recommendations, right? But that's really, really lovely. You learned about me from Tom Scott as well. Cake. I just saw your name. That's cute. I mentioned you 5 years ago. You did a video to cover him 1 week. Yeah, I've not done one of the Tom Scott guest videos, but maybe he mentioned me somewhere. I did meet him quite a while ago. Oh, Paul, thank you. Oh, keep being me. That's so nice. Thank you so much for. Is it called a super chat? I think I'm new to the game. Thank you for your super chat, Paul. Thank you for your super chat, Paul. Oh my god, I'm so overexcited. I'm not going to sleep tonight, honestly. How old am I? I am 27 years old. That's how old I am. 28 in a few months. Space Bra video got recommended through that. Thank you. That's one of my favorites. I don't know why I said thank you, but you didn't choose to recommend it, but I'm glad you saw it. It's called the Suicide very boomer sentence. Listen, all right. I'm under no pretenses of pretending that I'm much of a streamer. I was like reading all the the YouTube like advice for streaming. So I know super chats, I know stickers. I look way younger, yeah, I know. It's because if I had a camera that was better quality, you'd see my little laugh lines. But yeah, 27. Can't believe I'm 27. Never llama. It's because I've never live streamed before. So yeah, um, really appreciate your enthusiasm and quick wit in your videos. I've learned a lot from them. Thank you, Bart House. I really appreciate that. I feel like I'm glad it comes across as quick wit, even though I record them and edit them together. So I'm glad it still comes across as quick. This will be the true moment where you realize I'm not particularly quick witted. And I'm doing myself a disservice there. I mean, I have done improvised comedy for like 9 years, so I'd hope that I'm in some ways quick. Wow, this chat is moving. Someone said, "Love your outfit as well, Bart. Also you." Raining down the compliments. Love that. Thank you. This is actually nicked from my partner. So I will pass on your compliments. And yeah, I just love a chunky knit. I don't think anyone can deny that. Is that another boomer sentence? I don't really care at this point. What's the mood today? Just vibing. Just vibing, yeah. My first live stream. I am astounded that there are 74 people viewing, honestly. So I'm just kind of chatting, getting used to it, getting through the nerves. I actually had an idea for the live stream, for another one, but it requires like, is it called an encoder or a decoder? Whatever. The thing when you want to share your screen, for example, you need to put the live stream through something. So I've got another idea for another one, which is to do with the gamification of science experiments. Because basically, there was an article in Nature about how a lot of science experiments are like gamifying themselves so that they reach a broader and brighter audience. And there's some questions obviously on like reproducibility, and you can't control things as much, but simultaneously you can get, access people who wouldn't normally participate in experiments. So I was like, oh, we could do a stream where I do some of these like gamified experiments and stuff because they're accessible online. So it'd be like GeoGuessr, but scientific experimenty. So yeah, that's a plan. But I thought I'll walk before I run. I'll walk with purpose before I run. So yeah, I'll be doing that another time. Chunky Knits are back in. Yes. Yeah, well, was Chris Evans the one who brought Knits in, or were Chunky Knits already in and then it was enhanced? I mean, I feel like Chunky Knits never really went away in my life. Although maybe my calling this a chunky knit was controversial because it isn't really a chunky knit, it's a patterned knit. But it's not exactly chunky, it's quite like, one-dimensional. Can't believe I'm 27. Honestly, I don't even remember saying that. This is going by in a blur. It's very, very exciting. It's midnight here. I'm looking for a place with vibes. Well, I hope these are acceptable vibes with the microphone. Maybe I'll start talking more midnight vibes. What else is going on? What do I think of the French? I love the French. I'm dating someone who's French, so I'm quite a fan of the French. I think that's what you mean. Half expecting the start of a Twitch career. Maybe, I was reading Pride and Prejudice the other week because I want to read more classics. I read Pride and Prejudice and then I've just read The Great Gatsby. If anyone has any classic books they want to recommend, do put them in the chat. I'd love to know. Because now I'm reading, it's not a classic, it's called How to Break Up with Your Phone. So I've kind of segued away from the classics. But anyway, I was reading Pride and Prejudice and I was like, oh, I feel like that would be a nice stream, just someone just reading in a nice voice into a mic, a bit of Jane Austen. So maybe I'll do science on YouTube and Jane Austen on on Twitch. I don't know, but yeah, Little Women is quite good. I read Little Women in school, but I feel like I would like to read it with an appreciation of not being forced to read something. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's often you read something in school and you're like, "Meh," and then you start reading it outside of school and you're like, oh, this is actually really enjoyable. Saying that, I was obviously a massive nerd in school, so I also enjoyed it in school. I'm not gonna lie. Mayor of Casterbridge. I've not actually heard that. Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy. Okay, I will look that one up. Thank you. Book club, Paul. Yes, we should do a book club. I had stuff to do. My comic training shows. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, honestly, I feel like I'm on stage. This is so surreal. I mean, thank you again, everyone who's here. I really, really appreciate it. Again, I was just not expecting this. Am I subscribed to Nature or other journals? I'm just kind of scrolling and picking out random questions that pull my eye, by the way. So no, but I'm subscribed to like lots of mailing lists. So like the Nature Briefing mailing list and like the New Scientist Daily mailing list and all this. So I more kind of see stuff because I'm not in an institution. So it's harder for me to. Although I work for a charity, a cancer charity, 2 days a week, and I think I can get access some papers through them. That's like a new thing that I'm just doing some writing for them. But basically, no, I'm not. I don't really pay for any journals because they are quite spenny, aren't they? War and Peace. Yeah, thank you. I'll get straight on that actually. Leo Tolstoy. Wait, this I'm gonna double check this before I say something that makes me feel stupid. Yeah, okay. I was just checking because Anna Karenina, people call it, but I thought she was called Anna Karenina in it, like without the A. Anyway, I've read Anna Karenina and I love that. Yeah, I agree. Scientific journals should be free. But yeah, I loved Anna Karenina. So, and I read that a few years ago, and I read it like just over a Christmas, where it was such a dreamy kind of week and a half, where just every day I just got up, I read Anna Karenina, and then I went to bed. I felt very, like a lot of the people in that book actually, who just kind of go around to each other's houses and stuff. So yeah. What are we talking about? We're talking about books, apparently, books that I should read, David. Sense and Sensibility, yes. A Brave New World, yes. Actually, well, while we're talking recommendations, because maybe people Lolita, oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure if that'll be top of my list. Another thing, actually, that people could also offer me recommendations on, so it's something that's relatively scandalous about me, is that there's lots of films people would regard as classics that I have not seen. So for the first time, just this Sunday gone, I saw Jurassic Park. I'd never seen it before. And oh my bloody God, what an amazing film. It's bloody fantastic. So if there's any other like classic films that people, hey Sphera, Caitlin Perry, were you also at the school I used to work at then? Yeah, Clever Girl. So if anyone has any other Clockwork Orange, also not seen that. Yeah, I basically any films that people think I should see, like old school films, let me know. And the great thing about Jurassic Park on Sunday as well was it was at like quite an old school cinema, and it was the like 35mm film, so it was like a little bit like that kind of like slightly crackly, like juddery film. It was just really, really cool. So yeah, any other films people think I should see or books. This is what we're doing: film and book recommendations. Casablanca, Space Odyssey. Yeah, all these are things. These are all things I've not seen. Honestly, North by Northwest. We need to normalize not knowing classic films without feeling stupid. Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. I feel like I don't feel stupid. I almost used to take a weird pride in it. Like when I was younger, I'd be like, I've not even seen. It's not even classic, but like Titanic. Like as if it made me like. There's a little bit of like I'm not like other girls vibes, or I'm not like other people. So I don't really feel that way about it anymore. But yeah, as long as people don't think I'm stupid for not seeing classic films, that's fine. Space Jam, yes. If I like puppetry and animatronics, you might like Dark Crystal. That was one of the things actually about Jurassic Park that really I was like, wow, the fact it's animatronics actually makes it so like I don't know, it really atmospheric. Like obviously CGI is great and like it's really made leaps and bounds, whatever. But I think yeah, the animatronics are just like I was scared basically. I like yelped so many times. I'm scrolling through. Mary Midgley is a wonderful author and an awesome philosopher. I do not know Mary Midgley, but I'll have to check her out. Streaming is just like podcasting with people on the internet. Is that what streaming? Yeah, is it? I don't actually watch many streamers either, so I feel like I've seen people do streams that are like just chatting. So I feel like this is acceptable. I don't know. I mean, I'm appreciating all the conversation. A Beautiful Mind, yes. Schindler's List, I've actually seen again, watched in school. Would be good to see it again. I think we can count Titanic as a classic now. That is true. That is true. I mean, the discourse around the door and was there space on the door? I feel like that's one of like the age-old debates of history at this point, right? Gosh. So many classics I haven't seen. That's the thing, isn't it? It's like the list of classics feels virtually endless. The thing you need to do is to see classics before they're classics, right? See a film that will become a classic. Like everyone's talking about Everything Everywhere All at Once. Is that what it's called? Which is also on my list to watch because it's like scooping up all the awards and everything. What do I consider classic? Yeah, that's the question, you know. What makes a classic? Would a classic by any other name be as classic? Great Gatsby I just finished reading, so I'll now have to watch it. Home Alone is another one I've not seen. Every single Christmas, I'm like, yeah, gonna watch it. Never happens. Lord of the Rings, also not seen. Also not seen Lord of the Rings. That is a big one, actually. I think I've seen like half a one. I caught it on TV once. Yeah, I just didn't watch many films, you know what? Heathers, yeah, Heathers is on my list. Heathers, I've listened to the musical soundtrack, but not actually Erin Brockovich. Oh, Dominic Faulkner will know where this conversation is coming from, the Jurassic Park conversation. Hello. Yeah, I know Cookie Monster. I've got to watch Lord of the Rings. My best mate in school was like obsessed with Lord of the Rings. It was like her favorite films, and I'm amazed she's still friends with me actually, considering the fact I've never seen it. Star Wars, I watched. So like my sister's friendship group, I used to hang out with them a lot, and they were like big into like Star Wars and stuff. And because they were a bit older than me, I would like pretend that I knew lots about Star Wars to try and feel like I was in with them and kind of make them like me. Like I don't know, like try and reference it even though I'd never seen it. And then I feel like we watched it at like, you know, when we were hanging at each other's houses and stuff, but I don't really remember it. So it's several, right? Because the three, and then however many more there were. I feel like I must be disrespecting some people who are like obsessed with Star Wars. Chicago, my Facebook algorithm is on a Catherine Zeta-Jones trip at the moment. So I've seen that he had it coming Chicago bit like 4 times today. So it's actually Chicago is fresh in my brain at the moment. Since I left science. Oh, someone Sophia, you signed my white lab coat. I still have that signed white lab coat actually from all the students at the school. So yeah. Studio Ghibli, those I've seen Spirited Away, I've seen Princess Mononoke. My sister's very into cosplaying, so she once went to like a Comic-Con as Princess Mononoke. So I feel like or Mononoke, I don't know, I feel like it's Mononoke, is it? But Howl's Moving Castle is one that I think I've seen it. I think I've seen it, but I can't really remember. Hello, Stefan. Stefan, nice to see you. Oh, hi. Yes, I recognize your surname, I think, from my Patreon. Great to see you. Greece, I've seen a lot. I think this is the problem, right? I need to spread my film watching more kind of democratically because, like, Greece, seen it like 8 times. Could have given 7 of those times to the Lord of the Rings films, a section, and then some to Star Wars, you know. So, yeah. Have I seen the Zorro movies? No, I haven't seen Zorro, but my partner is always like, you need to watch Catherine Zeta-Jones and Zorro because she's hot, basically, and it's a good film. My favorite is Secret Life of Ariete. It's because Ariete is the name of the main character in The Borrowers, right? So it's like she's small, isn't she, in The Secret Life of Ariete, I think? Sometimes you need the comfort of a familiar film. That's the thing. And you know what? This is maybe a bit personal, but I just really struggle with sad films. Like, they just kill me. Like, especially if there's anything like I watched a Spider-Man film which involved some memory loss. I'm not gonna. You'll know what I mean. And oh my days, I was wrecked. Right, I couldn't handle it afterwards. And I was at home with my family, and my dad like thought I was laughing at the end of the film, and I was like, no, 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 I am broken. And so yeah, I just try and avoid sad films. Maybe that's some emotional immaturity for me. Amelie, I've seen. I keep clicking. This is my new little habit I've got. Amelie, I've seen. Really like it. They did a musical of Amelie, and in the promo shots of the stage of the musical, they had a menu in the background with all these French items, right? And I think 3 of them were spelt wrong. It was like 2 or 3 of them were spelt wrong. I was like, "What?" And even I noticed, and I'm just, just learning French, like, slowly. And so but I don't know if the Amelie musical is still running. Please say I like Mamma Mia. Yes, obviously. Although not seen the second one, only seen the first. But again, when I watched the first one, oh my god, speak of sad films. So here's another thing about me. When I was younger, used to get really, really homesick. Like when I was going to sleepovers and stuff, I'd get really, really homesick. And I went to a sleepover at a friend's house and then went to watch Mamma Mia the next day. And I just about made it through the sleepover without getting really homesick. And I was watching Mamma Mia, and slipping through my fingers comes on, and it's all about growing up and leaving home, and F me, I was a mess in the cinema. I was like, "Oh, it's so sad getting old." Hey, Tasha. Oh, that's cute, little wave. Yeah, honestly, it was a mess. Departures not seen, not seen. Gosh, I feel like I can review the chat afterwards because these are excellent recommendations. Chicken Run, obviously, a winner. I don't know what's going on with the new Chicken Run they were doing, because they were doing a redone version of it, and there was a bit of scandal because they picked the same guy to play the rooster, but then they changed the voice of Ginger, and everyone was like, "You should pick the 2 same people." Anyway, Blue is the warmest color. Obviously, I've seen that. Inception, yes, not seen that, but I think I need to see that when I'm very awake and ready to do some analysis. Yeah, I feel like another thing I like to do, especially with like complicated films, I like to look at the wiki and like feel really smart because I can like see all the plot laid out. That's what I do with horror films as well, because I'm not really into horror films. So, but I am interested in like the twists. So I'll just like read the plot and then be like, aha, I didn't get scared by it, but then I kind of want to imagine it. So then I end up looking at like searching for like screen grabs. I should just watch them with the light on. I don't know. I feel like you're kind of hearing a lot of my weird habits. This is also kind of a strange thing about doing a live stream like this, because you do end up just kind of chatting away. I don't think I have much of a filter. Maybe that means I'm a bad streamer, but Knives Out is good. I've seen Knives Out. Thank you for your suggestion, Michelle. I hope I pronounced your name right. Pulp Fiction, no. Scandalous. Pulp Fiction. I've seen the poster, if that helps, in various people's bedrooms. Not in a not in a weird way. Not that I make a habit of going around people's bedrooms. Anyway, Tasha, I am really enjoying my first time streaming. I've said this so many times today, but thank you, everyone, for coming. It's going great. It's already been bloody hell. It's been half an hour. Oh my god. Whew, it's going great. It's going really well. Another question I had on my little list of things to ask was, if people who are watching the stream often watch streams? Again, someone called me a boomer earlier for saying, "Is that a super chat?" Here I am with my little book with a question. Also, some of you might recognise when I did a video about next generation sequencing, I used this book with DNA fragments stuck on the front, and I've just left it there because, memes. Anyway, if anyone here watches streams very often, do put in the chat things that you like to see in streams, because I'm really enjoying this, and I would like to know of other things you would like to see. Is it Q&As? Is it let's plays? That's something that exists. Is it just chatting away? Yes, Paul loves live streams. Yes, Paul, love that for you. Tez, I'm killing it. Am I actually? I feel like not a fish out of water. I feel like a fish in new water. The good thing about gay Dutch cinema, that's a great start to a sentence. You see actors everywhere. Oh my gosh, that's great. I'm a natural, Tom. Thank you. Oh, wow. I feel like I haven't stopped talking, chatting away. Live science experiments on the audience. Oh my gosh, like science experiment, psychological experiments. Ooh, that's very cool. That's very, very cool. I've got a personality. Thank you, random viewer. Also, thanks, random viewer, for putting messages in the chat before it even began. It was a very comforting thing to see. I'm just scrolling up as well. Can I just say, I love that West London Transport and Wildlife, maybe they've gone, but I love that you're in the stream, West London Transport and Wildlife. Thank you. Is that all the transport and all the wildlife are in the stream? Because if so, it's far more than 62 viewers, every single little bit of West London Transport. And plus, I think I've seen that. And plus, let me just double check. Yes, I did view that. View that? That's a weird way of saying that. Yes. Oh my gosh, I loved Anne Plus. Yeah, really good. I feel like she is she at the beginning I thought she looked a tiny bit like me because we both have quite square heads. Yes. This is the best kind of style for live streams, people being themselves. Oh, Peter, this is so nice. The soul prison experiment, gosh. How would that I'm gonna have to do some. I'm gonna write this down. Actually, I'm not gonna write this down because that would make a boring stream. I'm gonna just check the chat afterwards. A lot of news reviews. Also, sorry, I realised my mouth keeps making like dry mouth noises because I'm getting nervous, like dry mouth. Again, personal, sorry. You're doing great. Thanks, going under underscore. Is it going underscore or is it going under underscore? Either way, it's a name that makes you think. Improv musical, Dom. I can do an improv musical for sure. If I had a improvised pianist here. I've been doing improv musicals for many, many years. XCD, I'll have to check that out. Oh, cute. I'm not just a transport enthusiast and a bird watcher. I also love watching classic films and cartoons as well. Stay hydrated, thanks, Tez. I will. That's cute. Well, West London Transport and Wildlife. If you can't beat a bit of Scooby-Doo, dare I ask what you think of the new Velma? I've not watched it. I've just seen everyone's discourse about it. Do you have a mean air guitar solo? Yes. I've been to a couple of weddings this year and I've worn like a pale blue suit and the knees like often like there's a few songs where I like just can't help but like skid down on my knees with a bit of a guitar solo. So luckily it's not a fancy suit, it's very easy to wash. So going under underscore. I didn't really think about the name, just went with whatever came to mind. Well, you know what? That's it. It's a what was I gonna say? It's a brain teaser of a name, and little did you even realise. You can maybe have a couple of topics to talk about. Thanks, Tom. That's a good forbidden question about Velma. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Pretend I didn't. Yeah, well, I did. I guess that's why I had my little comfort questions. Is there anything I've not said? No, I feel like it literally says Jurassic Park, other films, books, other books. Yeah, very well thought out. And like I said, you maybe missed the people at the beginning, but the other half of the page is third questions from my tutoring lesson. So as in, I'm doing the maths tutoring. I'm not the one needing the tutoring. Come on, A-level maths, guys. Maybe that I should do that. Maybe I should do answering maths past papers on YouTube. Is there a book I regret reading? That's a great question. Oh wait, Mr. Sal's teaches English. Can't keep up with the comments. I'd like to know. Oh, sorry. If you feel that you should have many more viewers, are your videos? If I feel like I should have more viewers on my videos, no, I mean, I'm just pleased that I mean, I'm aware that I've not posted very regularly for a while, and that's because I've been doing sort of other work to earn money to live in this flat in London. Um, but I feel like yeah, do I feel like I should have many more viewers? I mean, I feel like there may be audiences that would appreciate my videos that haven't found them yet, but I also recognize that because I try and put a lot of personality in my videos, that might put people off. So I often feel like I have a really nice community of people who like my videos because they also like my style. So it kind of takes a bit longer maybe for me to grow an audience. But when I do grow an audience, it's people who I'm really glad are part of the community. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with the number of viewers I have, and if more people find me, that's also really nice. This sounds like a really diplomatic answer, but it's often what I say to people when my mates have been like, "Oh, like, you know, you should be massive by now," and it's like, "Well, not really." Like, it's just, I think if you watch science videos, for example, if you're used to watching kind of science videos that just kind of cover facts, and then you get recommended a science video from me, you're obviously going to be like, "What the hell is this? What the hell is this girl doing?" Um, so yeah, and I like the randomness of my topic, I guess, my topics. Although I do try and mix it up right because my next video is going to be about long COVID because I think that's just such an important topic, and it's going to be, I'd argue, a bit more like communicating sciencey, like when I've done videos about like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's or next generation sequencing or epigenetics. Like it's going to be a bit more one of those rather than a dessert stomach or a space bar or a, that kind of thing. So yeah. Um, A reading wacky scientific papers live stream. Oh, I like that idea. Yeah, great. Don't get me started on surds. I hated doing surds in GCSE. Surds, right? Do people know if you don't know what a surd is, it's basically when you have a square root, and if you were to square root it, you won't get a whole number. So it's like, yeah, basically that's how I explain it to my GCSE kids. Maybe mathematicians will be like, what's she saying? But I really like them. I think they're one of those things that when you learn the rules, you can see a question that looks super, super complicated, and then actually it's really quite simple to break down. So maybe I will give you a lesson in surds. Um, do you consider YouTube as a hobby? I would love to go pro on YouTube, but there's this killer portion, right, where it's the finance thing, isn't it? Like, and that's not me asking for any more from anyone. It's just I need enough money to be able to kind of I live in London with my partner because this is the place where we met, and it's the place where she has her job and stuff, and we're actually moving in a couple of months, so maybe things will get a bit easier then. But I would love to go pro, and I think I've also had a bit of a weird year last year with like a job that took it out of me quite a lot, like left me quite tired, so I didn't have much energy for videos. But I've stopped doing that job now. Recovered from like my labyrinthitis and like the fatigue that came after that. So I am kind of refinding the joy in doing videos, and then hopefully I'll keep going, but I'm not gonna like kind of rely on it going pro because I think that's so much about luck. And I'm kind of doing other routes, like other presenting stuff. Like I've got some more radio stuff happening and stuff like that. Oh, I'm not breathing. Oh, I need to breathe. I'm getting so overexcited. Um, Moving again. Yes. Well, I mean, I've been in this flat for 2 years now. So, yeah, there was a portion in the middle where it looked like I moved a lot because basically I tried filming in a couple of different rooms of the shared flat I was living in. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what people's moving because I know, for example, in Germany, in like people who I know who are in Berlin, it's like you kind of stay in a place for quite a long time, whereas in London, you move quite a lot, right? So we got a 2-year lease on this flat, and that was really, really long for London. But we're moving out of London. We're hoping to move to Bristol, so somewhere a little bit different. Um, the really complicated surds you hated, massive surds, like, that's fair. I mean, I don't know, yeah, if you mean is it the ones as well where you have to do, like it's like surd in brackets squared, so then you have to, like, expand the brackets and it's 2 set of surds, and then it's over, so then you have to rationalize the fraction of the surds, and it's, like, times it by the surd. Yeah, to the new viewers joining, we're talking about surds, slash me moving. I'm kind of jumping between different topics. Um, doo doo doo. I'm just scrolling back to see what I've missed. My style is a little bit like Vsauce. Yes, I mean, that's a huge compliment. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a weird thing. I kind of went into YouTube not having watched much YouTube. I mean, those first videos I made when I was 21, like 6 years ago now, I just was like, "Oh, this is what I kind of fancy doing," and then I think I kind of realized, "Oh, there's some other people doing something slightly similar," but I think I also obviously don't have the production value that Vsauce has. Heavens to Betsy. I'm still just filming on my iPhone, like I said earlier, but this is new. Oh, Tom, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. For the super chat, I know what it is now, and I can say it without sounding like a boomer. Yeah, but now speaking of upping my production value, look at this. This is actually my partner you've got to thank for this Blue Yeti. It was a very, very kind Christmas gift. Bristol seems nice and progressive. It's got great vibes, hasn't it? Yeah, are you moving near? Yeah, I think Simon Clark lives in that kind of area. So yes, and I love Simon. He's such a great guy. I spoke at New Scientist Live, and he was speaking there as well. And then we went to see Philosophy Tube's play, The Prince, if anyone has heard of that. And it was great. And I really had some nice bonding time with Simon. It's an absurd conversation. Oh, Daria, that is, yeah, a great pardon. Can't even compete with that. Can you make a video about how you pronounce video? Yeah, yeah, I think how I pronounce video probably changes as well, depending on where in the country I am, because when I'm at home in Lancashire, I still call it home, even though I don't actually live there anymore. Oh my God, sorry, Kiki Mawson, hello. May I just say, sorry, someone's just joined the chat who I knew in school. We went to CERN together. I was in, for the nerds out there, here's something about me you also don't know. I spent my 18th birthday in the Large Hadron Collider, like in the downstairs, in the underground bit. Like that, it was open, and that was when I turned 18. I feel like the timing as well, it was literally the hour I turned 18, we happened to be under there. It was an amazing physics trip for people who did A-level physics, and Kiki, who is in the chat, was there. Also, Kiki Mawson, massive congrats on being asked to be the person giving out certificates to the people at our school. That's a reference that no one else in the chat will get, but anyway. Can I still taxi whistle? Yeah, I can do. I might not be able to because my mouth's a bit dry. Let me try. There we go. Yeah. So I can still taxi whistle. Can't wait for the Prince to be on Nebula. Yes. It's really, really good. It's really good. Jumping between different topics. Taja, honestly, you're reassuring me so nicely that jumping around like a wild brain is normal. Thank you. Thank you, random viewer, by the way. Thank you, random viewer. Oh, these are stickers. I've not seen stickers yet. So that's still a bit of a boomer reaction, right? A unicorn. Thank you. And a rainbow. Thank you. Very like, I feel like there's loads of rainbow things in this flat, but you can't see them from this angle. But those two things are very with my vibe. Forgot it was my birthday in CERN, you marvelous nerd. Oh yeah, it was still one of the best. Going to CERN over my birthday was one of the best trips ever. And yeah, because I was quite worried about turning 18 like away from home, because for those of you who've been in the stream the whole time, I used to have a very complicated relationship with getting homesick. And but it was great, and our physics teacher got me a CERN mug for my 18th birthday. And another one, I think one of them bought me a drink because it's like you turn 18, but it wasn't in a weird way, I promise. That sounds like an awesome way to. It was an awesome way to celebrate my 18th birthday. It was amazing. How is my French? Ça va? It's okay. I took French lessons a few months ago, and it really, really improved. But they're quite expensive, so I did a term's worth, and I couldn't afford another term's worth, so I'm waiting it out. But it's my partner's 30th birthday very soon, and her parents are going to be visiting, so I think that'll be a good refresher on the French. So yeah, thank you for asking, but the French is going pretty well. Yeah, the eight oh, I love this. Speaking of the physics teacher buying me the drink, yeah, the £8 Coronas by Lake Geneva. I feel like it was a Desperados that he'd got me. I remember my first 18 drink, but then isn't the drinking age there 16? So wasn't it that, oh, I didn't have to be 18 to get a drink, but he got me one anyway because it was my 18th birthday. It's your birthday today. Wait, I want Hashasino. Happy birthday, everyone! Happy birthday to you. Okay, I'm just singing on my own. Happy birthday, Hashasino. Have a wonderful day. For a second, it's only been 15. I think you're saying you are 15. Are you 15? You don't have to share your age. That's personal information. The drawing and the origami art. Yes, this origami art was made by my partner's mum. It's some birds made of newspaper. If you look very closely, it's like Le Monde and things like that. And this, no, it doesn't actually say who made it, and I can't remember because I did say earlier my partner bought it. But I will find out and get back to you at the next stream because I feel like there'll be another one of these. It's been 45 minutes, guys. It's been 45 minutes. What's going on? Yeah, I feel like there'll be another one of these because I'm having a flipping great time. Do people go on Twitch? Do you watch streaming on YouTube or do you watch streaming on Twitch? Where do people prefer? I am also going to carry on making YouTube videos, by the way. I realise my upload schedule is a bit chaotic, but I literally finished research for a new video today, so don't worry. Oh, cute. Everyone just saying happy birthday. I love the chat. The chat is so lovely and positive. Yeah, Tom, it was a particularly amazing school trip, I will say. And it was nice because our A-level physics class was really, really small. So there was like I think the year below came as well. So I think it was like the AS and the A-level. And yeah, it was really, really nice. What part of France is my partner from? Well, she's actually, I'm sure hopefully she won't mind me telling you this. She was born in Germany, in Heidelberg, and then moved to France. So the suburbs of Paris, basically, is where she spent a good few years growing up. So yeah, born in Heidelberg, grew up in suburbs of Paris. YouTube is better for streaming. I agree, because Twitch, it's really hard to like. I've already got you lot here, right? So if I went over to Twitch, it would be like, oh, and then some people, Jonas is saying Twitch. So there we go. There's the battle. YouTube streamers. It's interesting because I don't think of YouTube as a streaming platform, really. Like, I feel like I've mainly seen it when like a YouTuber has done like, I'm doing a charity live stream or whatever. Interesting. YouTube. The stream makes the ride home so nice. I'm glad. Yeah, so welcome to Surf Notes Radio for your journey home. This mic, I feel like I'm going to get really addicted to it as well. I do have a pop shield, but I've not brought it out. Oh. Okay, what else? How cosmopolitan of me. Can't remember what that's about, but thank you. Your birthday's on Halloween. Spooky. Victoria, Kiki, you got no idea what Twitch is? Pff, mate, get with the program. No idea. I can say this, by the way, because I know her IRL. Twitch is too foreign for 27-year-olds. Okay, fair. I don't belong there. It's true. Everyone will be in the comments like Pog or whatever. I know that's not a thing anymore, I assume. Hello, Callum. Nice to have you here. Grinning face. That's true. You're asking a YouTube stream audience. Yeah, it's a bias sample. Fair enough. I'm asking YouTube stream audiences where they prefer watching streams. Thank you for calling out my poor selection of sample. What a bad scientist I am. Have you ever thought about doing a video battling of alcohol to cancer? Yeah, I think that would be. It isn't. I don't think it's on my list actually, but I'll add it to my list because it would be. You can hear me writing. It would be a very interesting one to talk about, and I feel like what always happens is I make a very scientifically dense video, and then I'm like, oh, I want to do a more silly video now, and then it takes me a while to come back to kind of the more scientifically dense ones, but that would be a good one to do. So good question. I've added it to my list. Sorry, I can hear my mouth noise. You make much more money through Twitch. I mean, I think you maybe make more money through Twitch when you've built a big following, I assume. But yeah, I mostly watch Twitch. Probably better for you. Yeah, thanks. Oh, guys, you're really looking out for my career here. Thank you. Being like, I think it would be better for you. They still say POG, do they? Well, there we go. You learn something new every day. Sign up before I leave. It's awesome that many of the greats are my favourites like you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, Rowan, Dr. Francis, Mike, and Tom, they're all such legends. They're all such lovely people. They're just great to hang out with. So I'm glad that they like me too, because they're really nice people. Oh my gosh. Tasha, thank you so much. That's gonna make me cry. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much. If you have any questions you want to put in the chat that you want to ask me for sending me that, thank you very much. Okay, what else we got? Gotta go. Thanks for being awesome. Thank you, Emmett, for coming. If you're still here, thank you. Thanks, Christopher. I'm glad you like the content. Can I just say as well, if people, I can see there's a few messages that say message retracted. I don't know if that's you're retracting them by choice. I don't know how this works, but I have a very, very intense like blocked word list that someone sent me and was like, if you want to avoid like abuse on your channel, and sometimes it blocks like things that aren't that bad. So if you sent a message and like, I don't understand why this isn't coming through, it might just be because my like blocked list is thinking it's bad. But yeah. I love that little dog on that sticker. Is it like a little samurai? They're very, very cute. There's a TikTok. Oh, my tiger TikTok. Thank you. Yeah. I think I put that as a short on YouTube as well, actually. Okay, guys, by the way, I'm going to call it. I will end this at 7, by the way. I was going to do an hour. But I feel like I could do longer next time. But yeah, just if people are aware of that. Also because a friend is over, a friend who lives in Botswana is around, and this is the one night she's free, and she just messaged today like, are you around this evening? I was like, I'm streaming. Sorry, I'm streaming. That's what I do now. But then I was like, no one will turn up. I'll only be streaming for like 20 minutes. So honestly, I can't express how lovely it's been having you all here. It's really, really made me really happy. It'll block URLs. Okay. Earls, URLs, whatever you choose to say. Oh, sorry, it's the hour. It's whenever for time zone people. It's whenever the hour ends, right? Because I started at 6 on the hour, so in 8 minutes, basically, that'll be the end of the stream. I feel like, I don't know. Other question: what is like a good length for a stream? What time do people generally? How long do people generally watch streams for? I guess some people dip in for like 10 minutes. Some people dip in for like ages. So little time left. I know, honestly, this shows my newness to it. I just was like, oh, an hour? Like, who's gonna watch me for an hour? Like, what? So yeah, that's at the half hour for me. Oh, of course, because sometimes it's half hour. Right. It's basically the stream will have been a whole hour, so it will end at an hour's time. So now we've just hit 53 minutes. That's true. How about reading classic sci-fi stories on your streams? That would be cool. Would people actually like to listen to me reading a story? This is a genuine question. I could put on my best story reading voice. Tez, thank you for coming. It has been a lot of fun. Thank you for coming along. A 7-hour stream. I like the block word list, not like you've needed it. Yeah, this is the friendly Tom. It is a very friendly live chat, right? Like I was so like ready to like get abused. This has been lovely. Can I make a video about why different countries use different power outlets like voltage? Yeah, sure. Well, I can add it to my list, but my list is because I mean, when you make videos like I do, whenever I'm with mates, they're like, Sophie, can you explain why like washing dries more when it's touching the washing rack? Questions like that. But I will write it down. Different power outlets. Get my physics out. Why not? Watching from it's 12:21 here right now. Okay. That was my ignorance about time zones then. I thought every time that is my ignorance because I thought that time zones were in our sections, but it's just not true, is it, Sophie? Would love to see Albert Sofstein. Not sure. Who's Albert? Oh, Albert, like Albert Einstein. Me do my Albert Einstein thing. Yes, maybe one day if I could like grey my hair and then like stick it like back home it. Yes. You'd listen to me reading stories, Tasha. I will. Then I will. Then I simply shall. Thank you, Nicholas. SEK. I don't know what SEK is, but thank you very much. And it's a very cute fox. No, it's not a fox. It's the dog. Shiba Inu. Is that the dog? I think so. Chat is chill. Yeah, going under underscore. That's my new favourite name. Going underscore. That's all right, Sam. Don't say sorry. Thanks for coming along. It's very nice. Christopher would also love to hear me read stories. All right, then. It's happening. Maybe I should do like a calm app where I like, tell bedtime stories. Swedish currency. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. And hello if you're in Sweden. Tack for the sticker. I quite like Swedish shows. They're very enjoyable. 90% of them are 1 hour segments. Okay, cool, Callum. Then I'm already doing the right thing. I just knew. I'm really not going to sleep tonight. My adrenaline is so high. I'm so happy. I should read science papers more interesting than stories. Depending on the paper, sometimes they are a bit fictional, if you know what I mean. Ooh, satire. Not really satire. But yeah, maybe I should do that. Would be quite good actually, because I feel like I see a lot of, I know some YouTubers who do streaming do like their research, like they research for their next video on a stream. So that could be quite cool, because I feel like reading papers, I often, as I'm researching a paper, I like type my reaction to it. And I feel like it's often hard to like imitate that reaction in a like video. Whereas if you saw me actually have the reaction, because some papers, like I love like weird methodologies and stuff like that. Hello from another Swede. Hello from Guatemala. Hi, Luis. Luis, potentially. Love it here. Thanks, Cookie Monster. Thank you. It's lovely to have you here. What my professional background is. Okay, so I did cell and systems biology at the University of Oxford, specialising in molecular medicine, genetics, and neuroscience. And then I went back to Lancashire and did worked at school for 2 years. And then I did a science communication master's at Imperial. And then since then, I've just been doing science communication stuff. So radio shows, presenting for YouTube channel, BBC Earth YouTube channel, doing my YouTube channel, tutoring to keep up with my kind of working with students, because I really like that. Yeah, that's my professional background, kind of. If you want some badly written papers, I can send you some of mine. Yes, Michael. Yes, please. I remind you of your GCSE English teacher in a good way. Is that Miss Starkey, by any chance? Because if you were still at the same school I used to work at, if that's true, if that's who you mean, then she's a legend. Great pronunciation. Thank you. I like to try. Why do British people say that they're British? Because we're British, mate. We're British, aren't we? I'd actually be more interested if we can be a part of your research for the videos. Okay, Eris, so you want me to like, get you involved? Oh, so do you mean like do like an experiment on you? Or do you mean like you can be like, keep that in, take that out, like ask that question? Yeah, Miss Starkey, because I used to work at that school, Sophia. That's how I know we're mates, me and Miss Starkey. Yeah, we still hang out. She's an absolute legend. Good luck, John Michael White. It needs to be productive. Oh, it's been the most fun way you've procrastinated. I just scrolled up. Thank you, John Michael White. Your compliment means a lot. It's my first time doing this, so it's really nice. Yes. Good luck with the rest of your day. My wife's a scientific editor. You should see the drivel. Some people think they should get published. Yeah, I'm not surprised when you see some of the things that get through. Have I seen the show The Owl House? I have not. Is it about a nest? Oh no, we've only got 2 minutes left. Yeah, 50 seconds left. A Discord or Reddit sub? Yes, maybe. Reddit is just, I've just not managed to get into Reddit. I think I already have. I try in my head. I'm like, well, I'll give all my time to like YouTube / Instagram, but maybe I should give more time to Reddit. Yes, it's ending. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you, everyone. Because it's ending in like 30 seconds ish. PhD. Oh, it's just so nice to see so many comments, honestly. An LGBT show, then I will watch it. If you're having fun, we'll have fun. This has been oh, Jack Rain, you've just joined. It is ending in like 10 seconds and 30 seconds, but I will do this again. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I'm definitely gonna do this again because this has been an absolute bloody joy. I've really enjoyed it. Maybe I will do a Discord then, Gabrielle. Thank you. Thank you all for joining. It was so nice chatting to you. Safira, good luck with whatever you're doing in year 12. I hope you pursued science. Thank you, Christopher. That's so kind of you. This was just really nice. Thank you, Bliss, for thanking me. Have a nice evening, everyone. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, Zigmix, mate, you've just arrived. Hello, goodbye. Sorry, it's ending. Okay, I'm gonna end it. Thank you, Soph. I hope to do more of these. These are very nice. Oh, you do psychology, Sophia. Excellent. I love psychology. Um, yeah, sorry. I will do this again. Yes, Tom, I will definitely do this. This has been so fun, so good. I gotta go tidy the flat before my mate gets here. Great vibes. Ciao, ciao, and happy birthday, Hashasino. Happy birthday to you. Bye. Okay, it's gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye, everyone. It's been absolutely amazing. Woo! Oh, end.